Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare wheat pennies. These classic coins hold an incredible history, and some are worth millions. So today, we are gonna uncover the rarest varieties, their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, we're stepping into the world of classic American copper, a place where history, rarity, and mystery all come together in the palm of your hand. Our spotlight shines on the United States of America wheat penny from the year 1935, a small coin with a huge story, one that could turn an ordinary day into an unforgettable discovery. The 1935 wheat penny carries the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, crisp and proud, just as he appeared on the earliest cent designs. On the back, you'll find the two wheat ears curving inward, the symbol that gave this whole series its name. At first glance, it may appear simple, even familiar. But the truth is that this little piece of copper holds a world of possibilities for collectors willing to look closely. Most 1935 wheat pennies circulated heavily during the Great Depression and the years that followed. They paid for food, bus rides, and everyday necessities. They were used until they were nearly smooth. That's why a well-preserved 1935 penny is already something special. Sharp lettering, clean rims, and full wheat lines are signs of a coin that survived time far better than most. But what truly excites collectors are the rare errors that slipped out of the mint unnoticed. Some 1935 pennies show dramatic doubling on the date or the words "In God We Trust." When you tilt the coin just right, you can see that ghost-like second image, a clear sign of a doubled die, one of the most sought-after kinds of mint errors. Others were struck off-center, leaving the design noticeably shifted, creating a bold and unmistakable flaw that instantly increases value. Even more thrilling are wrong planchet errors. Imagine a wheat penny struck on a blank mint for a dime or another denomination. These pieces can weigh differently, sound differently, and even shine differently from normal copper cents. Each one is a unique accident, and collectors love them because they are truly one of a kind. Part of what makes the 1935 wheat penny so exciting is the unknown. There are still jars and boxes across America filled with old cents passed down through generations. Somewhere in those piles might be a rare double die, a misstruck coin, or a minting anomaly waiting to be discovered. That sense of possibility is what keeps collectors searching, examining each coin under bright light, checking the date, the rims, the wheat lines, and the alignment with careful attention. This little copper coin is more than just change. It's a piece of American history. Every scratch, every shine, every flaw tells a story, and the rarest varieties tell stories worth far more than a single cent. So if you have an old collection or a family coin jar tucked away somewhere, now is the time to take a closer look. Your next great find might already be in your hands. And now for the moment, coin lovers, always listen carefully for a rare 1935 United States of America wheat penny, especially one with a dramatic mint error and preserved in exceptional condition, has been reported to reach a value as high as $85,000. Top 2, we're diving into the world of classic American copper once again. But this time our spotlight falls on a coin that often hides in plain sight, quietly carrying history, mystery, and the potential for incredible value. We're talking about the United States of America wheat penny from the year 1939, a small copper coin with a story far bigger than its size. The 1939 wheat penny features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, looking calm and determined, just as he has since the first Lincoln cent was minted in 1909. On the back are the legendary wheat ears curving upward, framing the words 1 cent, and serving as a reminder of an era when America was climbing out of the Great Depression and preparing for the changes ahead. It's a simple design, but rich with symbolism and history. Most of these pennies spent their lives traveling through thousands of hands. They paid for lunches, newspapers, trolley rides, and everyday necessities during a time when every penny truly mattered. Because of this heavy circulation, finding a clean, sharply detailed 1939 penny is already a treat for collectors. When the lettering is bold, the wheat lines are crisp, and Lincoln's profile is clear and unworn, the coin instantly becomes more desirable. But the real excitement comes from something far rarer: mint errors. A small number of 1939 pennies were struck with mistakes that make them extremely valuable today. Some show doubling on the date or on the words Liberty and In God We Trust, creating a second shadow-like image that collectors immediately recognize as a doubled die. This type of error is among the most sought after in copper coin collecting. Others left the mint with off-center strikes, where the design is noticeably shifted to one side, leaving part of the rim blank. These dramatic flaws are easy to spot and can multiply a coin's value. And then there are the incredibly scarce wrong planchet errors, pennies struck on metal intended for a different denomination. These unusual coins can feel lighter, look brighter, or ring differently when tapped, instantly marking them as something extraordinary. Collectors love the 1939 wheat penny because it sits at the intersection of history and mystery. There's no telling where the rarest ones might be hiding today. Inside a dusty jar in an old house, mixed into a bag of inherited coins, or resting quietly in a child's old piggy bank. That sense of possibility is what makes searching so thrilling. Every coin has to be examined carefully. The date, the edges, the lettering, the wheat lines, even the color of the copper. Any unusual detail could be the sign of a treasure. This coin represents a moment in American history when things were changing quickly, and each surviving piece carries a little of that story. So if you have old pennies tucked away, this is your sign to take a closer look. You never know what secrets might be hiding under that copper surface. And now for the part collectors always wait for. A rare 1939 United States of America wheat penny, especially one with a dramatic mint error in exceptional condition, has been known to reach a value as high as $83,000. Top 3 were traveling back to the early 1940s, a time when the world was changing rapidly and every piece of American currency carried a story of resilience. Our spotlight shines on the United States of America wheat penny from the year 1942, a small copper coin packed with history, character, and the potential for incredible value if you happen to hold the right one. The 1942 wheat penny features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, steady and dignified, looking toward the future during a time when the nation was preparing for war. On the reverse, the two iconic wheat ears wrap around the words 1 cent, symbolizing growth and strength during uncertain days. But while the design is familiar, what makes this coin truly exciting is the hidden rarity found in unexpected variations and minting errors. Most 1942 wheat pennies lived hard lives. They passed through the hands of factory workers, soldiers, students, and families trying to make ends meet during wartime. Because they circulated heavily, the majority show wear, soft edges, faded wheat lines, and worn lettering. That's why collectors get excited when they find one with sharp details, rich luster, and a clean, untouched appearance. A high-grade 1942 penny already stands out from the crowd. But the real treasures are the error coins, the ones that slipped through the mint with quirks and oddities that were never meant to exist. Some 1942 pennies display doubling on the date or on key inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust. When the light hits them just right, you can see a ghost-like second image, an unmistakable sign of a doubled die. One of the most desirable errors for collectors. There are also off-center strikes, where the design is noticeably shifted, creating wide blank areas on one side. These dramatic errors catch the eye immediately and can drastically increase the value. Even more thrilling are wrong planchet strikes, where a 1942 penny was accidentally struck on metal intended for another denomination. These pieces might weigh differently, shine with a strange color, or even sound different when tapped. They are incredibly rare and always in demand. Collectors love the 1942 penny because it captures a moment in America's past and carries the thrill of the unknown. Rare examples are still out there, tucked away in old cigar boxes, jars of mixed coins, or collections handed down through families. Every 1942 penny is worth a second look. Examine the date carefully, check the wheat lines, feel the edges, and study the lettering, because one tiny detail could change everything. This coin is more than just copper. It's a small survivor from an era of sacrifice and strength, and the rarest versions are cherished pieces of history. If you've ever wondered whether an old penny could hold real value, this is the perfect example of why collectors search tirelessly and examine coins with such passion. And now for the moment every coin lover listens closely for. A rare 1942 United States of America wheat penny, especially one with a dramatic mint error and preserved in exceptional condition, has been known to reach a value as high as $80,000. Top for we're turning our attention to a classic piece of American history, the United States of America wheat penny from the year 1950. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary cent, but this little copper coin carries stories of post-war America, hidden minting quirks, and, for the lucky collector, extraordinary value. The 1950 wheat penny features Abraham Lincoln's familiar portrait on the obverse, a symbol of resilience and leadership, looking out from every pocket it passed through. On the reverse, two elegant wheat ears curve gracefully around the words 1 cent, a design that had become iconic over decades. But while the imagery may feel familiar, the story behind certain 1950 pennies makes them stand out as highly coveted collector's items. Most of these coins were in heavy circulation, changing hands countless times in grocery stores, public transit, and everyday life. The result? Many show signs of wear, with flattened edges, faded lettering, and soft wheat details. This makes finding a 1950 penny in near pristine, high-grade condition a real treasure for collectors. Sharp lines, crisp inscriptions, and vibrant copper luster are the hallmarks of a coin that survived the years better than most. What makes the 1950 wheat penny truly exciting, however, is the existence of rare errors and anomalies. Some coins display doubled dies, where the date or lettering seems to have a faint, shadow doubling effect. These errors are instantly recognizable to trained eyes and are highly sought after in the numismatic world. Others feature off-center strikes, sometimes dramatically so, leaving part of the design pushed to one side and creating an eye-catching blank space on the coin. These misstrikes are much rarer than normal circulation coins and can fetch serious value. Even more unusual are wrong planchet pennies, coins accidentally struck on a blank intended for a different denomination. These pieces may feel slightly different in weight or have a subtle difference in color or texture, and they are the kind of one-of-a-kind mistakes that collectors dream about. Each error tells a story of a fleeting moment in the mint, preserved forever on a small copper disc. The 1950 wheat penny represents a fascinating era in American history, bridging the post-war boom with everyday life for ordinary citizens. Collectors love coins like these because they combine history, artistry, and the thrill of discovery. Whether hidden in an old jar of change, a family collection, or forgotten in a drawer for decades, a rare 1950 penny can turn a simple find into a remarkable treasure. This coin is more than just copper. It's a snapshot of a bygone era and, for the lucky collector, a ticket to one of the most exciting parts of numismatics, the hunt for rarity. Carefully examining the date, the rim, the lettering, and the wheat lines can reveal a hidden minting error, a small quirk that elevates a common coin into an extraordinary one. And now for the moment collectors have been waiting for. A rare 1950 United States of America wheat penny, especially one with a dramatic mint error and preserved in exceptional condition, has been known to reach a value as high as $79,000. Top 5, we're turning our attention to a small piece of American history that has captured the hearts of collectors for decades, the United States of America wheat penny from the year 1958. While it may look like an everyday cent at first glance, this coin holds hidden value, rare minting quirks, and a story that makes it truly special for anyone who loves coins. The 1958 wheat penny features the familiar and iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, steady and dignified, gazing forward as he has since 1909. On the back, the classic wheat ears frame the words 1 cent, a design that symbolizes growth and prosperity. While many pennies from this era were ordinary circulation coins, the 1958 penny has a level of collector appeal that sets it apart, especially when preserved in exceptional condition. Most 1958 pennies spent their lives changing hands daily, traveling from pockets to cash registers and back again. Over time, many suffered from wear and tear, soft edges, faded inscriptions, and worn wheat ears. That's why a 1958 penny in near-mint condition instantly becomes noteworthy for collectors. Coins that retain crisp details, sharp lettering, and original copper luster are rare survivors from a time when pennies were made to be used, not saved. What makes the 1958 wheat penny truly fascinating are the rare minting errors that occasionally appear. Some coins show doubling on the date or lettering, where a faint second impression creates a ghost-like effect known as a doubled die. These errors are highly prized because they are limited and visually striking. Others feature off-center strikes, where the design is noticeably shifted to one side, leaving part of the coin blank. These misstrikes are dramatic and sought after because they are easy to spot and impossible to replicate. Even more unusual are wrong planchet errors, where a penny is struck on a blank mint for a different coin. These rare mistakes can slightly alter the coin's weight, appearance, or even sound when tapped. Every one of these anomalies tells a story of a fleeting moment at the mint, a mistake preserved for decades, and a unique opportunity for collectors to own something truly extraordinary. Collectors are drawn to the 1958 wheat penny not just for its history, but for the thrill of the hunt. There's always a chance that a rare coin is hidden in an old jar, a family collection, or even a forgotten piggy bank. Examining each penny closely, looking at the date, the rim, the lettering, and the wheat lines can reveal a hidden gem. This blend of history, artistry, and detective work is what makes coin collecting so captivating. This coin is more than just copper. It's a piece of mid-20th century America, reflecting an era of everyday life, small moments, and quiet value. For collectors, a rare 1958 penny in pristine condition is not just a collectible. It's a treasure, a piece of history, and a potential showpiece in any collection. And now, for the moment every coin enthusiast listens carefully for, a rare 1958 United States of America wheat penny, especially one with a dramatic mint error and preserved in exceptional condition, has been known to reach a value as high as $77,000. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of rare coins, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on future videos about hidden treasures, rare coins, and amazing collectibles. And click the notification bell to stay updated every time we uncover another piece of history that could be hiding in your pocket or collection. Your support keeps us exploring, sharing, and bringing these incredible stories straight to you.